Hi, this is Stephanie Manley, and welcome to Copycat Recipes, where I make recipes that taste just like they do in the restaurant. Today, we're going to make Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana. This is a delicious soup made with potatoes, sausage, and kale. Okay, so this recipe serves about 8 people. This is a great dish to make during the winter. I just think it's so hearty with potatoes, sausage, a little bit of bacon, and kale. So I would like you to use 2 large potatoes or about 3 medium-sized potatoes. You can buy just regular russet potatoes. You don't need to buy anything too fancy. If you happen to have some Yukon Gold potatoes at home, those are great in this recipe as well. So this recipe has kale in it, and maybe you haven't seen this at your grocery store, or maybe you've walked on by and not tried kale before. Kale is a fabulous hearty green. It is very durable. It's not like spinach. It's gonna cook up well and it's gonna hold its form and shape. If your store doesn't have kale here, you can use Swiss chard or you could even use spinach. But if you're gonna use spinach, put it in at the last minute so it doesn't overcook. So when I use this kale, I'm just gonna give it a rough chop. You don't have to chop it up too fine. We're gonna put this kale in towards the end of cooking the soup, and it's gonna be fabulous, and best of all, it's gonna reheat very well and it's gonna hold its texture. We're gonna use about 4 or 5 leaves of this kale. We want about 2 cups for this recipe, but you know what? This recipe goes well if you happen to add a little bit extra in. So I have a couple of other ingredients in the soup, and one is 1 large onion chopped. That's about a cup of onions. So if you don't have a large onion, just use enough onion to make 1 cup. I'm going to use about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This gives the soup a nice bit of heat to it. And of course, a couple of cloves of garlic. This soup has a couple of other ingredients in it. 1 pound of ground Italian sausage, a little bit of bacon bits, 2 cans of chicken broth, a little bit of heavy cream, and some water. You can find the exact instructions and recipes at copycat.com. So we're going to start to brown our Italian sausage. We're just gonna put this in the same pot that we're gonna cook in, so that way we don't have to dirty too many dishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of crumble up the sausage as I put it into my pot here. And now my pot is already heated. I heated it to about a medium heat. Be sure to crumble it up. So while my sausage is browning, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my red pepper chili flakes right now. If you add them in while it's nice and hot, they're gonna release a little bit more heat and a little bit more flavor. So go ahead and add those in now. I'm also gonna go ahead and add in my garlic right now, so it'll get a chance to cook and get that garlic flavor all over my soup. And of course, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my onions right now to give them plenty of opportunity to release their wonderful flavor, and go ahead and let them start cooking. So our Zuppa Toscana soup has been cooking. Our sausage is just almost brown. I am not going to worry about browning this completely. Why? Because we're going to be cooking this for a lot longer. So I don't think we're in danger of pork being undercooked, because we still have to add potatoes and let them cook thoroughly. So we're good now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of cans of chicken stock. Using multiple types of meat in food preparation really helps bring out flavors. So I always love to use chicken stock or beef stock or anything else that I can when I'm cooking one type of meat, because adding in a different type of meat is going to give it a great layer of flavors. I'm going to add in my potatoes. I'm going to let those finish up, but before I do, I'm going to go ahead and add the little bit of bacon that I have here. We're going to put that in. Now we're just going to put the lid on and let it simmer for a little while. Our Zuppa Toscana soup has been cooking away. The potatoes are nice and tender, so we need to add in our kale right now. And we're going to let that cook down. I am also going to go ahead and add my heavy cream. Now I like to use heavy cream because when you go to reheat, heavy cream reheats better than milk does. It doesn't separate, so it stays nice and creamy the whole time. So we'll taste this in just about 10 or 15 minutes and we'll give this one a try. So we've just finished making Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana. You know, this has been one of my most popular recipes over the years, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. You can see the soup is nice. It's chock full of potato, sausage, and kale. You can see that nice red pepper flakes in there. So let's go ahead and give this one a try. That's really good.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Manley. Have you ever wondered how your favorite restaurant makes that special dish? Well, I put together over 1,500 recipes that taste just like they do in the restaurant. Visit copycat.com and find recipes from the Olive Garden, Outback Steakhouse, the Cracker Barrel, and so much more. Visit copycat.com and discover recipes such as the Olive Garden Alfredo sauce, Olive Garden salad dressing, and Hooters fried pickles. You've tried it in the restaurant, now make it at home.